It's the holiday season right now. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Do you really play Santa Claus to 14 kids?
Do I really play what?
How many Santa Claus to 14 children? How many kids do you have?
I have 11 kids total.
11. Wow. And that includes your brother's children, right?
No, my brother kids, they're grown now. I'm not Santa Claus to them no more, but they all grown now. My brother has 6 total.
He had how many?
He has 6.
Talk to us about your brother. Was he a boxer? What memories do you have of your brother?
Oh, man. My brother, he was a fashion designer. He used to make clothes. He got me into sewing, and that was one of the reasons why I started making my own outfits and designing everything that I fight in.
And you just took up the support of his. How old are his oldest kids?
Mike's first son is 25 years old now. Michelangelo Jr. He's 25.
Christmas must be a crazy day at the Corley house.
Nah, it's okay. They're grown now. That's the good part about it. They're grown. His son, he became a police officer for the police department in D.C. And that's something he said he wanted to do when he was a young child. He wanted to be a cop.
Good for him. Boxed all around the world. You boxed in China, Argentina, the Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Turkey. The list goes on and on. What was your favorite place to visit for boxing?
For boxing to visit?
Where you had the most fun on a trip? Or did you have, was it all?
I would say Russia.
Why was Russia fun?
It was Kazakhstan. It was Kazakhstan. Because the streets everything was new. It was just like only 10 years old, the way they built it. Everything was new. The road, the lights, and all the lights were lit up at nighttime. It's like Christmas time, but it's not in December at nighttime. And what I like about it, at nighttime, everybody cleans the streets. You know how trash be on the street and you're walking down? They come together and they clean the streets at night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Just like New York. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
Yeah.
In New York, people go on the street and put out more trash.
Same in Paris, I think.
Chop Chop, let me ask you, you had a disputed loss to Maidana. Most people thought you won the fight. Also had a split decision loss, very controversial with Zab Judah. Which one of those fights did you win the largest margin by, in your view?
Madonna fight. I would give Zab the fight because he got the knockdown. But if without the knockdown, that fight would have been a split decision draw.
And there was never any talk of a rematch with either one, right?
It was the talk about a rematch between me and Zab, but after his last fight, that all went out the door.
How would you compare Judah's speed with Mayweather?
Just on a 2-punch combination, Judah got the fastest 2-punch combination I ever seen. But on hand combination and speed, Floyd practices what he always does. His speed is there. Combination, rapid punches.
Right.
So I had this question. You have 33 losses. Now, when a fighter has that many losses, there's more than one robbery on that record. My question is, which was the blatant and the worst? I mean, in your opinion, would you say which one?
What's the one? What is it again?
Which one was the worst robbery?
Most outrageous.
Most outrageous robbery.
Oh man.
Can you name one?
I would say the Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Madonna. I really beat Madonna in Argentina, and then a couple of them in Russia. If I didn't get the knockout, I wasn't gonna get the decision.
And yeah, I mean, I've seen fights like that. I mean, that's and there's nothing there's nothing to be done unless you get the knockout, unless you get the stoppage. Now you had I remember what was the McCloskey fight, right? That seemed like it was a formula for a similar thing, you know?
Yeah, but I knew I was gonna knock Paul McCloskey out. I betted I knock out on that fight.
This is like a rapid fire thing. You know, what was your favorite fight that you've ever been in?
When I won the WBO World Title, that's my favorite.
Okay. Your best was that also your best win?
Yes.
Okay. What about best upset? Biggest upset?
Biggest upset? When I fought Tito Berserio when I signed with Lou DiBella in New York, and I took the NABF title from him. I took that fight on a 7-day notice.
Strongest puncher
that I ever fought?
Yeah.
I would say Lucas Matisse.
How about best chin?
The best chin? Floyd Mayweather.
We saw that uppercut at the
good answer.
Yeah. Was he also the best boxer?
Of course, 100%.
All right. I mean, I basically have one more question. I mean, what are your thoughts on this? The exhibitions. You know, nowadays we have all these exhibitions with with Mayweather, with Conor McGregor, Jake Paul, whatever. Any thoughts on that?
I used to do exhibitions when I was in the amateurs. It's to entertain the crowd, just to take up space for intermission, so they put on an exhibition. Now they have it where it's an exhibition is going to entertain the TV now. It's for the media. It's not a real fight. And right now, going through this pandemic, the sport of boxing needs something, because we're not able to have actual fights no more. So they need some type of entertainment. So the exhibition was great with Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. I thought that was great entertainment for them to see two older guys get in there and still move a little bit, get out of breath. And that shows you with age and time, your body's not the same.
That's right. I thought your prediction was pretty good for that fight, because remember your prediction was Mike Tyson was going to hurt him. That's what it looked like to me. He was hurting him with like almost every punch. The one exception, I think, Mike, I think I told you this. I think Roy Jones took advantage of the fact that it's an exhibition, because if he keeps clinching, the ref's not going to DQ him for that. This is an exhibition, so.
Right. Yeah. It was well scripted, man. They couldn't knock each other out. Mike really couldn't go hard to the head, but he went hard to the body, because Roy said, "Man, my body's full. It's hurting."
Thank you, Chop Chop. Appreciate your time, and we'll put this up on YouTube and on our websites.
Yeah, I'll send you.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Take care. Stay in touch.
All right.
All right, will do.